Hello viewers, and welcome to another Doctor Who action figure review. And today I am reviewing the 4th Doctor and Tardis set. This set was released a couple of years ago, along with the 1st Doctor and Tardis set and the 7th Doctor and Tardis set. So it basically got released with all the classic TARDISes, apart from Paul McGann's, which has never got released. So this is the 4th Doctor and Tardis set. This is apparently from the episode The Planet of Evil, I believe. But they have got this all wrong. It is not from the Planet of Evil, because we know this by the Doctor's costume. And I'll go into that when I'm reviewing. So, first of all, let's review the Doctor. So, yes, it does come with 2 head sculpts, by the way. So, let's look at the first head sculpt, which is his smiley face with his hat on. So, we can see here that it does look a little bit like him. It looks more like him at the side than the front, I think, but I do like how it's got its smiley face on than its serious face like it did in season 18, because he was more happier in his earlier Doctor Who days than his later, so that's a good start already. His eyes, I think, make this figure, or make the head sculpts, because his bright blue eyes really give his character and his attitude and the way he is and his behaviour, his eccentric behaviour, so that's really good how they've done that. Actual face itself is okay. The sideburns are accurate. Nothing else to say about that, but yeah. It does look like him, but I think the other head sculpt looks like him more. As you can see, that he is wearing his hat, which is a dark brown with a band sculpted on the same colour, maybe slightly darker there. You can see his hair, which is just poking out from his hat. I think the hair and the hat are the same piece, and I think it looks great together, and his scarf can slip under the hair there, so it's fitted to the scarf, which is, I suppose, is really good, otherwise it'll look odd. If you look at his costumes, this is his season 12 costume, and Planet of Evil season 13, where he wore a similar costume to that, so that's where they got that wrong. But there's nothing wrong with the figure itself. It does look like him from season 12. I've had this figure a while, so any scratches or any dust that's on it, it's just from wear and tear, really. The coat is like a red velvet colour, very smooth, glossy material, and his elbow pad stitching is a grey, and it is really nice. It's got a nice sculpt there with all the creases, and like the actual jacket and his buttons there, and the pockets are sculpted on there. So that's really nice, and you've got a pocket there and a pocket there, and also if you look there are 3 buttons. So the coat is really good. If you look at his torso, if you can lift that up slightly, nothing there, you can see that there is a diamond pattern, just like he wore in season 12. It does look really nice there. You can only see part of it because of the coat and the cravat. The shirt, I don't know whether this is accurate actually, but it does go with the costume. The crosshatch of the light blue and the dark blue, really good together with the cravat really well. The cravat itself, it's a bit dusty there. yeah, the cravat is really nice. It's not my favourite costume of Tom Baker, because I'm not that keen on this cravat that he wore, but it is very accurate to the programme, so that's really good. The scarf I'll look at after. Yeah. So if you look at the trousers, it's just a plain grey. No detailing on there really. You can just tell that they're quite baggy, like he did wear them. And I think there's a zip there. Anyway, let's move along. His shoes are very nicely detailed. They are brown with a black wash over it. So, and they have some details up there. I don't know if you can see it on camera, but it does have some nicely done details on there. I can't focus the camera again. Okay. His bottom of his shoes is just plain black with all the legal garbage or legal rubbish on there. BBC. Overall, it's a really nice figure. The head sculpt is really good. Not the best, but it is really good. And his costume is excellent and very accurate. If you look at the scarf, you can pull the head off and the scarf will come off too. And it's not too bad. Mine is very worn, I'm afraid. And as you can see, it's on both sides, the multicoloured pattern. I'm not sure if the colours are correct, but it looks pretty accurate to me. It does work with the costume, and because you can take that off, you can put any head on. I'm not going to push it in because I'm going to show you the next head sculpt. It does look good without the scarf as well, but the scarf does make the Doctor. If you look at the other head sculpt here, I think it looks more like the Fourth Doctor than the other head sculpt. He just looks more... It's got the serious look when it was serious. It looks more like season 18 with brown hair. It does look just like him. The nose is really... They've captured the nose really well. They've captured his facial expressions along with his cheeks and his mouth. I think that's really good. And it's good if you're doing an action figure adventure like I might be doing soon, and it's like a serious situation. It's not always smiley. But obviously it would be good if we had this head without the hat smiley, and the other one serious with the hat. So that'd be good. And you can see all the little curls on his hair, which look really nice. It's quite big hair. It's all brown. I don't know if there's a wash on there. There might be a light brown wash on there actually as well. And didn't notice that. That's not by me, by the way. That was the way it came. It's a bit of silver something. I don't know what that is, but that does go on there if I can get it in, because these heads don't go on real easily. Let's try it with the scarf. These heads with the Fourth Doctor anyway. I found the Seventh Doctor ones easier. Right, if I can do that. Wait a minute. I think that's on now. Just about. I think I prefer him with this head on for this costume, and probably the other costumes. It's one of my favourite head sculpts of Tom Baker. So the Fourth Doctor in this set is really good, and I forgot to say it's a re-release from ages ago, and apparently his coat was a different material, but I haven't got the figure to show you. So, and before I move on to the TARDIS, which is the elephant in the room for some people, I just want to mention that it does come with a sonic screwdriver like most of the Doctors do. It's the same as always, silver and black and red at the tip, and has some nice details. I'm sure you've seen it before. I don't know if it's camera will do. It's got a bit of dust there. I've had this set up a very long time, so that's why there's loads of dust. Next, I think we should review the Tardis. So this is the Tardis. This Tardis can be used with the First Doctor, I think the First Doctor, but it's most likely going to use the other one that I reviewed. The Second Doctor definitely, the Third Doctor definitely, and definitely the Fourth Doctor. So that's the first 4 Doctors. So basically, it is the same body and the sculpt as all of the classic TARDISes. I will be reviewing the 7th Doctor and TARDIS set somewhere down the line. I don't know if you can see the detailing on there. It's the same as the first Doctors that I reviewed. It's really, really nice, from all the bumps and all the crashes and from all the different planets it's been on. And this is the only TARDIS being released that has a flat roof, because all the others have a stacked roof. The first Doctor's TARDIS obviously should have been a bigger roof, but so I can't do anything about that. So this is quite a special TARDIS in a way. That's what to say. So let's start from the top, shall we? So we've got the lights here, which is really, really nice. It's incorrect though to the actual 4th Doctor TARDIS, but it's most likely there to be a 3rd Doctor TARDIS with that lamp. But it does look really nice. The roof, it's different to the other roofs, obviously. So it's a new sculpt, and it's a different sculpt to all the rest. The sculpt is basically a copy of the sculpt that's on the rest of the TARDIS, but just on top. I don't mind this at all. The sign is basically just a black with white writing. I think it's printed. I don't think it'll be painted on. That's really nice, and you can see that there's the squares at the edges, just like all the classic TARDISes. I think that's correct on this TARDIS. I'm not really sure, but I think it is correct. So far it's accurate. If we look at the windows, they look fine. They've got a blue border there. I think that's okay. Some detailing on top there. If you can see that. Yep, all of them lines feature the detailing of the sign and the roof, how that connects. You can see that the keyhole's blue. I think it's supposed to be gold, but I'm not sure. But I don't mind because it's only a minor thing. The light's not that good in here. That's better. The sign is now a black compared to the other ones. The First Doctor ones are white with a white border, and 7th Doctor's are blue with a blue border. This is a black with a blue border. I don't think that's correct. I think it all should be black. I think the border should be a black border, but not a thick one like the First Doctor's. But it's only a minor problem again. And just like the First Doctor TARDIS, it does say respond to urgent calls, pull to open. The 80s TARDIS and the new TARDISes have the respond to all calls, pull to open. It doesn't have a handle because it didn't open, and it still doesn't open even without the handle. There is a handle with the other door as well, but the funny thing is, I did notice this when I got it. There is, I don't know if you can see that, but there's a hinge there, meaning that it used to open, or it can open, but with this it doesn't open. So I've tried, so they must have, I don't know, must be just part of the mould probably, just with that detail. So that's basically the same all the way around. You've got the speaker there, which is really annoying. Don't know if you can see that on camera again. Yes, now you can. You've got the speaker there, and where you can put the batteries. I wish it was, I keep thinking this, but I wish it was a bit neater, so we can actually display the back when we do adventures or something. But no, I don't think they'll ever sort that out. They should really put it at the bottom where there's nothing on there, apart from the switch, which I'm just about to come on to. After I talk about the base, which is an all of the classic TARDIS, is really too thick. If you look at the ones in the TV programme, it's a lot thinner. It's about half the size, I'd say. They're trying to copy off the new series, I think. I don't know why they're doing that, but again, it's only a minor thing. There's nothing majorly gone wrong with this prop or figure, whatever you want to call it. So it does have lights and sounds like the other one. It's exactly the same sound and exactly the same lights as the other one. No difference. You've got the takeoff. And you've got the landing. So that's really nice. And let's wait a minute. Thank you. And if you do leave it like the other one, it does take a couple of minutes for it to go off. So that's okay if you're doing like space action or anything. Next, open the doors. And I found with this 4th Doctor TARDIS, only this 4th Doctor TARDIS, this right door doesn't open straight away. Well, not 100% of the time, but 98% of the time it doesn't open the first time. That right door. I don't really mind though. At least it does open eventually. And I like how it opens all the way through. Reminds me of the 3rd Doctor's TARDIS when he opens the doors, both doors. And I'm so glad that they didn't put like a card showing the inside of the TARDIS, because it wasn't like that in the programme, so I'm glad that that never happened. And there's also a button, I don't know if you can see that, there is a button down there which you can press for the right door to close. It's useful for, again, figure adventures, if you're doing like stop motion animation. I don't think there's anything much else to say, other than it's the same as the other TARDIS classic props, and there's only minor details that are incorrect, so thumbs up. That's a bit weird. Anyway, I think that's all we need to review, so if I put these back and the screwdriver goes into his hand, like so, like that, and should, it's a bit weird there, it's probably because of the flaw I've got, it should stand, and it looks really good next to the TARDIS. There's nothing else much to say about this set, other than it's a must buy, but with me saying that, loads of people will comment saying that they can't get it anywhere. I'm not sure, you can't get it anymore. It's very rare that you see one. Probably get better off getting it from eBay, but there are sellers that sell it on a very expensive price, unfortunately. I got it after it got released. I got it a couple of years after it got released, but I was very lucky to get the 3 classic TARDISes. I really wanted them. I got them for about £35. And now people are selling them at about 60, 70, 80, or even higher. But you never know, you might see one. It is very good. So that's all I've got to say. Coming up should see the Time Monster set being reviewed, the Revelation of the Daleks set reviewed, the 7th Doctor and Tardis set, of course, going to be reviewed. I don't know what else I'll be reviewing after that, and I don't know, I probably might be reviewing the Age of Steel set with 3 classic Cybermen, or enemies of the first Doctor. I don't know. You have to see in the description, because I'll write it on the description below. Nothing else to say. I'm going to continue doing my episode reviews in order, all the way to the new series. So that's really good, and hopefully I'll see you in my next review. Bye.